important high-leverage football games coming up, including the Niners in what I think is a must-win. They just can't spoil that this week against the Titans. We'll get into that and kind of what's next for the Kings. All coming your way as we continue on the show. Patrick Willis will join us a little bit later and Katie Christensen. But right now, let's head out to UC Davis. He's the mayor of Shredville, your head coach, Tim Plough, joining me, Jason Ross. Coach, how are you?
Morning, Jason. How we doing?
Doing well. Thank you very much. Congratulations. The week continues. You got more football ahead. I know that's what you wanted.
Absolutely, man. This is just earned another week with the boys, so hopefully we can keep it going.
I want to take you to your Saturday because obviously, first and foremost, you are worried about you've done all your prep by that point as you're getting ready for Rhode Island, but how much did you get a chance to see what proved to be a pretty stunning upset of North Dakota State losing that game before you guys played?
Yeah, luckily, because we had the late game, we got to watch a lot of football that day. So our staff was in here, and all of a sudden we all kind of congregated out to the main area. We were watching the last fourth quarter there, pretty much together, reacting to the game. So we were definitely well aware of what that meant, and definitely gave us a little added juice before our game started.
I mean, you're a fan of sports. You're a fan of the sport itself too. When they scored to go within one, Illinois State, and they right away decided to go for two, what were you thinking?
Well, I wasn't shocked that they went for two because a lot of times the road team will do that. I was a little shocked they were going for two because there was still like over a minute left. Yeah. And sometimes, at least in the analytical world, you don't want to go for two when there's not much time left because the other team's going to get the drive anyway. But, man, they had so much momentum at that point. They had been through they turned the ball over 5 times, about to take the lead. So wasn't shocked, but we were all just probably as nervous as anybody because we're rooting for the Redbirds at that point. So it was a pretty amazing game.
So then if we advance the day, you got to get your game, your guys ready. I'm sure, it happened. The word spread amongst the team. And look, you're trying to focus on Rhode Island, but how do you keep everybody kind of locked in knowing that, hey, look, this is now even a wonderful opportunity for us if we can win tonight? How do you kind of make sure you've got everyone focused on Rhode Island at that point?
Well, hopefully the message has been clear all week and all season that, we try to keep the focus on us as much as we can and not the team we're playing or not the next team we could play. It really has to be about us and us playing our best. And this team has become one of the closest teams I've been a part of. And I think one of the things they always say is we're doing this for the boys. And they just talked about all week how they wanted to earn one more week together. This team will only be together if we can continue to win games on Saturdays. And I think they play for each other because they want to earn at least just one more week together. And whether we're playing Illinois State or North Dakota State, for them, the reward is just continuing to be together. And so they were obviously well aware of it. They know what it meant. But, for us, our message was just, hey, we just got to seize the moment, man. Either we seize the moment or the moment we'll find someone else to. So just go out there and play our best football. And luckily, we found a way to get another week together.
Yeah, watching the game, Coach, I'd love your perspective on it. Watching it as an observer of it when, it's back and forth. You guys had left some points off the board in the first half, and so it felt like, if you could kind of get control of the game, you'd be okay. But it's, let me see, I think it's 20-11 after they have that big play, and there's maybe 2 minutes left before the half. It felt to me that was a really big score before halftime for you guys to get back within 2. Did that feel that way for you during the game?
I think whenever you can score going in at half, I always think that's a big deal. People talk about the middle 8, and the last 4 of the half and the first 4 of the next half. And we work a lot of situational football here for that purpose. And especially knowing that they were getting the ball to start the second half. If you can get some points going in, it just gives you a little bit of momentum. So I agree. I think for us at that point, we had left so many points on the board, had struggled in the red zone. We had moved the ball really well. But for us to get that last drive going in and then at the same time, our defense getting the 3-and-out coming out, I think those things back-to-back were a huge turning point in the game because we score, we come back out, they go 3-and-out, and then we score again in like 2 plays, and that really shifted, I thought, the game. So I did think that was a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, from 20-11, next thing you know, Coach, I mean, you're scoring and scoring and scoring. I mean, you got it to 47-20. You guys completely flipped the game, and you said it, your defense, but how about Caden Pennick? I mean, had the one interception early, but it felt like to me like he moved that one. He went on to the next play pretty well. I know that's not easy to do. You're a former quarterback too, but you've prepared him well to move on to the next play, and he ended up with 5 touchdowns. How did you think your quarterback played that night?
I think the great thing about him right now is I think after the Montana State game, he's really started to understand that he's got to detach from the results and just move on and be a leader for his team, because it is hard to ride that roller coaster. And I think he's so hard on himself that when a bad play happens early in the year, he has struggled to move on. And Sac State, we kind of had the sack fumble scenario, and then this past week we had the interception early in the game, and both of those scenarios he was able to get over it, move on, learn from it, and go back to leading his guys. And he was, he looked like the best player on the field Saturday night. And if he's able to extend plays with his legs and throw the football the way he did, then we're a tough outfit to stop. So I think his biggest growth the last few weeks has just been his ability to detach from results and go to his process on the sideline, lead his teammates. And if he can do that, man, he's just such a special talent. He's just going to continue to get better, which is pretty scary.
Talking with UC Davis head football coach Tim Plough as the Aggies get ready for a Saturday showdown with Illinois State. So as much as we talked about maybe their stunning upset of North Dakota State, and there's probably like, good, we don't have to go face the Bison. Well, they're the team that beat them, though. I mean, this is obviously a team that did something right on Saturday, and it's something to be the only team that beat the favorite. They were number 1, undefeated. What do you see this time? You faced them last year in the playoffs. What's going to be? What do they look different as an outfit this year?
Well, I think the cool part is you played them last year. That means you're getting to the playoffs every year, and you're getting to the quarterfinals every year. You're playing these teams, so you always see these rematches, these FCS teams. I think that's a great sign of our program and like where we're headed, that we have these these matchups every year in the playoffs. I think the thing about an Illinois State team is their head coach has been there a long time. They got some familiar faces from the team last year. Their quarterback, their wide receiver, their Mike linebacker. Just like we have a couple guys that I'm sure that are familiar to them. And then you got these new faces that have been plugged into this environment and this team. And it seems like they're just carbon copies of what they had a year ago, which is, man, they are super physical. They play really fundamentally sound football. And they have 3 phases where they do a great job, special teams, offense, defense. So you said it best, Jason, but I said the same thing after the game. It's like, I know everyone's fired up that we're not going to Fargo, but what's worse than North Dakota State is probably the team that beat them. Yeah. So, we can't really connect anything from last year to this year. This is a completely different game. They got a lot of momentum. But, man, we're happy to be playing at home. And hopefully we can, find a way to learn from last year's game on what we did well, but also improve on the things last week that we got to improve on. And again, our goal is to just try to earn another week together because it's a special group. We love being around each other. And the minute we don't, then it's all over. And we just want to keep being together. Yeah,
I know last week, too, you said after that win, last year you had to play South Dakota during finals week, taking finals on the road. This week, at least you're at home. You guys will be able to try to navigate your way through all that as you get ready for the game. One last thing for you, Coach. I'm thinking about it as Phillip Rivers came back. He's 44. Like, Coach, do we have any more can you sling the ball anymore? Can we get you back on the field at any point? Can you imagine making a return to football?
How absurd is this? Like, I am a Charger fan. My dad did not miss a Charger home game for 52 years.
Wow.
And so Phillip Rivers is like in our household, you can build a statue of Phillip Rivers, and I'm worried to death about him, Jason. Like, I can barely get up in the morning, and I can barely even ride the Peloton. This guy's about to go play an actual NFL football game. I mean, I'm obviously going to have to watch because I'm worried sick about him. But, man, I'm actually fired up for Phillip Rivers. I hope he goes out there and lights it up for the Colts. But this is absurd. This makes no sense. But I don't know if you've seen his son play, but as a college recruiter, his son's a hell of a quarterback.
Really?
And he throws the ball just as ugly as his dad. Like, it's the same awful throwing motion, but it probably will get him into the NFL. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, we wish him the best. We wish you the best, Coach, this week. 2:00 Saturday. This will be at UC Davis Health Stadium against Illinois State. Keep it rolling, and we look forward to talking to you next week.
Hey, everybody, come out to this game. We've never had a home quarterfinals game. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to show our Aggie pride. I appreciate you, Jason, and let's find some joy this week, man.
All right, thank you, Coach. Best of luck. That is the mayor of Shredville, head coach Tim Plough. Yeah, that's amazing about Phillip Rivers. We'll talk a little bit more about that coming up. But when we come back, the NBA has reached the